Howdy, Macadar here, the Whiskey Wargamer. It's Wednesday, that means it's Whiskey Wednesday, coming at you with another quick whiskey review. Today I wanted to talk about one of my go-to cheap bourbons, Jim Beam Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. We can see this bottle's already open, so I figured I'd talk about it quick before I drank it all. While it's not my favorite whiskey, for the price and for what it is, I tend to enjoy it often. I'm joined today in my sampling experience with the Astria Slow Bright I've got in progress. If you want to see the video for that, you can check it out. Just kidding, I haven't embedded any videos in any of my videos yet, so if you take a look at my channel, you can see my work in progress on my Stormcast Eternals army that I've been working on. So feel free to check that out. Back to the whiskey. One of the distinctive features of bourbon is that it's made from predominantly corn-based grains, so that you can really smell that. It's not as corny as some bourbons. Not corny as in, haha, it was a corny joke, but as in it doesn't smell of corn. There's some bourbons that I've had that it just smells like you stuck your nose in a can of cream corn. This doesn't have that. So it doesn't smell like corn or corn syrup, which is always a good thing. Definitely notes of vanilla, caramel, a little bit of fruitiness. So overall, a good smelling bourbon. It's not as nail polishy. It's definitely sweet. When it hits the tongue, you can feel the sweetness of it. It's got a good spice flavor. It tastes like your basic bourbon. Nothing super extravagant to make it stand out, but nothing offensive in it either. It's palatable. It's tasty. Works great in an old-fashioned. One of my favorite ways to drink bourbon is in an old-fashioned, so I figured I'll make one tonight. Better start with an empty glass, though. Old Fashions are a very simple and easy drink to make. All it takes is a little bit of a sweetener syrup. Most people use simple syrup. You can use something a little bit more flavored if you're so inclined. Some aromatic bitters, ice stirred in, bourbon, and then finish it off with a little bit of typically orange. So I've got everything I need. First things first, simple syrup and bitters going in the glass. My bourbon. Ice. My orange has seen better days. Now, you don't need a lot of orange for an old-fashioned. You're not adding orange juice, you're just adding a little bit of orange. The great thing about mixing your own drinks, especially in the comfort of your own home, you can customize them however you want. And don't let anybody tell you that you're doing it wrong, because it's your taste buds. You're the one drinking it. Do what you like. It's such a great, simple cocktail. A couple of quick ingredients, give it a quick stir. You don't need to shake it, do anything fancy with it, and boom, you're good to go. If you're making your own old-fashions, Jim Beam is not a bad way to go. While it's not going to give your cocktail or any beverage anything amazing, there's nothing offensive about it either. You're not going to feel like you're drinking nail polish remover. At the price point it is, it's actually a really good bourbon, especially if you were mixing it into something else. And while it may not have some of the really nice flavor profiles of the higher-end whiskeys, there's nothing very offensive about it. So those are my quick thoughts on Jim Beam Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Feel free to let me know in the comments how you enjoyed them, if you prefer them in old fashions as well, or maybe in a Manhattan or a highball. And as always, drink responsibly and happy hobbies.